5 minutes. Oh, you hear me? Yeah, I think it's working. YouTube Live. Yes, audio is working, right? I think everything is working now. Let me know. I see that someone's in the chat. Yeah, because I'm playing around, trying to improve things, and then I guess something, I changed something, and then I just have to double check before I go live. So, but anyway, I think everything should be okay. Let me double check. And this is the cable for the music. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Let me know if you don't hear me. I've got to test then myself if I don't get any feedback, because I just want to make sure, just so. Double check before. Yeah, I hear myself, so that's okay. Okay. Hello. Friday evening, or day, wherever you are. It's TGIF Friday, and even if it's not a normal TGIF, we still use the TGIF data. And yeah, let's get into it. Because obviously I was bullish. I guess that's not not anymore, I guess. We're not going to get the, I mean, it could still, but then it will be really spiking up to the top. But I'm more inclined to think that we're going to get a last move down. But then again, you see it's consolidating. Let me go over my levels, what I am looking at and why, more important. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any other ideas maybe, or maybe, so what I do on days like this, I measure obviously the TGIF levels, and because we've gone down now, I've flipped it. No, yesterday I reversed it, and now I reverse it. But obviously for the weekly, we already went through the 20, 30, and 40%. So we still have the monthly, right? Because we are also at the end of the month. So this blue line here is the 20% of the monthly, 30% of the monthly, and 40% of the monthly. Now, this 0.5 level, that is, let me show you exactly the in London. I don't know if the person that is here has been in London as well, because we've been talking about rejection blocks a lot. This wick here, this large weekly wick, is exactly on, that's the midpoint. And what else is on that level? Why am I so interested in that level? And I'm going to show you on this one again. What do we have here? I need to close my, where did that go? It's the monthly open. The monthly open should be at 309 here at this level. So 309 is the monthly open, the 50% of the large weekly wick, and it's in the TGIF of the monthly candle range. But we have to still see we're going down further. But if we are getting a setup to the down direction, that is my level. And yeah, I guess it will, we most likely will be in this area for a little while. Or we're just going to go up. Everything is possible, but we just have to wait. I was actually very bullish because how things were setting up. But then again, thinking about it, technically we already went into the TGIF Thursday when we went over the daily high. Actually, we are started already getting the weekly TGIF, but we actually are lower now than the TGIF levels on the weekly levels. And also think about that. If you think about settlement price for the companies, they don't settle for today, so they want the price to be high at a certain level, and that's mostly 2 days, before settlement price. So that's actually on Wednesday and I think maybe even Thursday. So for them, the books are already closed. They don't care about what happens today. So so it does make sense that price already could go down and doesn't need to go up for for the market makers to end the month on a good way, because the numbers are already in. Yeah. So, oh, hello. You had a rough morning session. Tell me, let me know. I was listening at Tanya at her session, and she asked the chat, are we bullish or bearish? And everybody said bullish. And I was also very bullish, like you guys know that, right? And she also said, if the whole chat is bullish, I'm actually getting a little bit suspicious now. And I also had the same thing. If everyone is bullish, you know what's going to happen. And yeah, we had to move down. But tell me, what happened? Rough morning. How's it going now? Is it trading wise, or is it outside trading? Let's see if we can get a nice trade into that level. If we go further down, what you see happen a lot is that once we go down, and especially month end, it does go back to the monthly open, and that still hasn't been reached yet. So that's why I'm eyeing that level. But it's this line. But normally it should say my monthly open. Let me go to the 5 minute. Yeah, monthly open. You see, so. And talking about my 10-4 again, it's actually, it was actually another 10-4, but with an old 4 o'clock. And I'll show you on this one. You see here, this 4 o'clock here, you see this 4? And the 10 o'clock was printed right over here. We had a wick to the upside, so that's my entry point. And then you write it down to the 4. And you see how beautifully it ends here, right? So, in all honesty, I didn't take it. I did not play it. But it was again the 10-4. Open price, you take the manipulation. You look for the 4 o'clock, which has not been used in the way it should be used. So that means it has to be touched after 10 o'clock and before the end of the AM session. So in here, or here it actually, here rejected at the 10 o'clock. So actually that doesn't count. So this one was still on my, I still had on my radar, but I didn't catch it. So anyway, but just wanted to point out that 10-4 model, it's very mechanical, and most of the times it works, but you just need to have the 4 o'clocks on your chart, and you can go back quite a while. But anyway, I can go more into it. I was tried to long at the start, at the end, tried to short after 10, both didn't end up well. Yeah, I also had paper trades though. I tried as well because I was a short biased here, but then also I got caught in this long because I actually thought, let me see. No, did I? Where did I go wrong? I can't remember. It was very stupid as well, but yeah, I think we probably did the same thing, I guess. I was trying to long at the start of the end and tried to short after 10:30, both ended well. Yeah, I think I was also trying to get short here, and then there was this candle and a little bit chop here. I can't remember. But anyway, we are going to see if we can get a nice trade. News candle. Let me get into that one as well. Yes, the news candle, 8:30 candle. I've been talking about that a bit, right? 8:30. My trading view has been a little bit wonky, to be honest. I didn't want that. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm going to this screen here. Okay, 5 minutes. The news candle calculation. And let's see if we can get a 309 out of that as well. Then I have 3 or 4 confluences on that level. if we don't go there, I'm going to be upset because it didn't go my long way. I thought, okay, we can have a little bit of a retracement, right? But then it was getting a little bit too big. And then I was thinking about yesterday. I was like, oh, did we already reach its objectives? Because ES took out the daily, went to all-time highs, right? And Q did not, if I'm correct. So technically, then, yeah, it actually made sense that we're going down, thinking about it, but it didn't look, it looked so bullish, and especially with that liquidity on the higher time frame, it's just like, are you not taking that? Are you serious? But anyway, you see the wick, it's already bouncing off the 75%. It could bounce off the 0.66, but will it leave the monthly open at month end? How is there a probability that it's going to do that? According to my journals, it would, I think it would be the first time, to be honest. But hey, there's a first time for everything, right? Okay, news scandal. I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. I'm just happy to be back on. I really enjoy it to be on, to be honest, and just going over the things. And I would love to hear, yeah, okay, I know you had a rough day, but we're gonna see if we can have a nice trade today. And we're only good for A-class setup. We're not take any risk, only if there's a good setup. Otherwise, we're just gonna let it go. That's next week, right? We don't need to trade, only if we have a good setup. We don't care about B, C, D, E, F setup. Aren't you gonna take for that? What am I trying to do? I lost my train of thought. I was going for the news candle. Yes, that was it. Here we go. News candle. And it doesn't see my. So we're trading view now. I don't get my menu to change things. I can only do it in. So annoying. And it doesn't give it here, templates, by default. I can only change it. It doesn't give me the, I think there's a little bug in trading view. Okay, I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna use my macro fit because I've got the 4 there. Do you guys have the same thing in trading view that you don't see if you have a, like you put on a standard deviation or something, and you can, I can't change it through the short menu. Okay, so the standard deviation is at the 0.66 of the weekly wick, and the 505, yeah, 5.5 is at here around the 300. Okay. So we are past the 2.5. We don't have any clear, there's no, do we have a breaker here? Technically we have a breaker here, a bullish one. If we have a change in the state of delivery. The 0.66 level here. And this will be the start of the AMRP, of the level of the TGIF zone of the monthly candle from this area here. So let's have a look at the weekly again. I'm going to get rid of this one here. Now this could be a bullish order block, right? We could reject somewhere in the middle. Let's see, we have another confluence. Where is the midpoint of this weekly? Yeah, here we go. Do you see what's happening here? That the 0.5 of this whole order block is exactly at the same. The mid is also it's the same, very close to the mid of this weekly wick. And if we calculate the bodies, I think that the midpoint would be elsewhere. Yeah, okay. But calculating the whole wick, or the whole body, including the wick, 0.5 is also at the 0.5 of this wick. Yeah, here we go. Now, what's this little purple thing that I highlighted? Let's go to the 30-minute. I think that was something on the 30-minute that I did, but a little while back. It's a little while back. So let's see. We cut through candles. It's exactly this little gap here, those little two gaps. This one, was it this one here? I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, now I have to be honest. I have marked it in my book, like keep this one in mind, and I don't know why exactly. It was like a while back, and sometimes when things get traded to and through, I just mark it and I just, okay, and this one was still open for me, so I was looking at this, and now it lines up with 0.5 with the, technically it's not a TGIF because we haven't really, well, if we are going to go through, I just use the TGIF data, the 20, 30, 40%. I make it sort of like my own, because you will see that if we go further down, price will either tap this level or go a little bit into it. So yeah, let's see. Let's go to the lower time frame and see if we can frame a nice setup. I think we really need to go very low. I prefer to go on this one, so I have a little bit extra data. I'm gonna switch this off here. What do you think? Do you think we might have a manipulation to the upside and go further down, or are we just going to trickle down into the close into lower levels? Should I put in some music, by the way? Oh, shit. Oh boy. No, you are dead. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to the 1 minute. flat bottom candle here on the 4 hour, no wicks. Yeah, me too. I know. Yeah. I also prefer, it looks very like we've got a high here, high here, high here. If we're going to move up, it's not going to be in this time level before we hit the MP plus. We're almost at the end, so that will be at 12:35. We get a new model. So I'm struggling a little bit with the quality of the webcam, but now it seems to be better, right? Then it's not too bad, I think. It's 472. There's a 50-minute fair value gap here, but it seems a little bit high. But yeah, that's weird. I'm gonna put on some music, just a little bit. Any preference for type of music? I'll just put this one on. Let me know if you have any, you can change it. Or not, no music at all. That's also a possibility, right? So Monday is a bank holiday. I'm thinking maybe London could still be, it might not be as fast or really, there's a little bit less liquidity, but let me check if we have if there's any news, London news. GGP Nation 1, it's only orange for yellow folder. Oh, and then we've got non-farm NFP week coming. Lo-fi is good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me know if you have any other ideas. We can change it. We can do. It's Friday. I mean, maybe we can. After we had a good trade, we can spice up the music a little bit. But first, we need a good trade, right? We need to focus. Yeah. Any plans for the weekend? Oh, again, this. I don't want to see this one. This is annoying. I had my taskbar hidden and now it's back on the screen. Okay, I've got another trick for that. Why are you not? You should hide. Hello, Dolly. I'm heading out to ride Wulong cycling event. Oh, nice. Can you win prizes with that as well? Okay, here we go. My taskbar should be gone. Oh, Dolly. Are you getting... Was that a sneeze? Okay, now you are going to go gone. Oh, why are you doing that? It's so annoying. No prize for that, unfortunately. Okay, well, it can't be... We can't have prizes with everything, right? Okay. 0.5062. There we go. Oh, okay. I see that my taskbar has not been removed. Now it should be removed. That's how it works. Okay, sometimes I have to switch if I do something that's an improvement. I have to give OBS. If it's correct, you don't see my taskbar anymore, right? Let me see the... Yeah, there we go. Okay, it's a little bit low. Okay, I need to fix it a little bit better, but there we go. Okay. Oh, improving little things. Dolly, wat is je popje? I will be back when PM. Yes, yeah. Okay, sure. Go ahead. I'll see you when you have time. I'm just wondering, because we have such a long time of consolidation already, that we might have a move already in a bit earlier, but I'm sure we're going to get a good move. So I'll see you later. Hello, Dolly. Now let's see how things are. What are we going to do with this consolidation? Now, it's most likely a little bit too far to go back to the first presented fair value gap, because that would be really all the way back up. But hey, we've been surprised many times in the last few months with moves that we didn't expect. That's what they do. When you think you have, you think, oh, today, now everything is so clear, then the market humbles us again. I was so bullish on this last move, actually. I mean, we were right until Thursday PM session, I guess, and then we already started to drop a little bit. So, yeah. Now we have this 15-minute fair value gap that does bring us back to the 953 wood candle. So that will be an option if we go back into this fair value gap to reject for the downside, or are we just going to go all the way back up? Now let me just go to the, I just want to see the whole model, the higher time frame. What do we have here? We have a wick here. Ah, I like that. Let's mark, yeah, so we have this area here. And for some reason, I still need to unsync. For every time when I do something, it just keeps on giving that. I'm gonna do it like this here. So I'm gonna mark this level here because we got the wick here. We want this level. Now let's see if we can get a move up into this area. So we have this, looking at this wick here and this fair value gap. For the move up, let's have a little tinier one here. It'll be even further. Let's see if we can just move a little bit further down. Let's see, we can take a long. I want to go back to my other screen. $552. Yeah. I've still got a move of 50 points, 70 points. 70 points to go to the upside. And this. Okay, I think I'm getting into a long. 12:45. I'm gonna wait to the see if we can over the this 10 over this root candle. When I'm above in this root candle, I'm going to enter a long. Well, technically this was actually the entry. Retest here. Yeah, I'm getting in. I'm getting very, just very, this is my TP. My stop loss is going to be around this here. Yeah, we hit the daily low, so it's obviously it will just give a rejection there, but I do think we are just going to have a retracement a little bit higher. My bias is that we are going to back down at some point because we have the monthly open still, and some other confluences at the 309 level. So there is this line here. It's exactly at the 50% of the weekly. There's a large wick on the weekly candle, and it's exactly at the 50%. And there's also a little inversion fair value gap that I marked quite a long time ago, and I have it marked in my little book, and it hasn't been reclaimed yet. So all these three things that are around this level. So I do think, but hey, I also was very biased for this Friday, and obviously I was wrong on that bias because we already started to move down yesterday after we took some liquidity, right? Yeah, and it was enough for the move to go down. Also, I do use TGIF levels, even though we don't have a TGIF like the rules say, but we've already gone over the 20, 30, 40% on the weekly candle, but on the monthly candle, we have not. And so on a Friday like this, let me just go to this one, I'll show you. So the start of the 20% of the weekly candle is exactly at that 0.5 level of the weekly wick. If you go back to in the weekly and you look at the wick of last week, you'll see and you measure it. Plus, it's also the 50% of the order block that is in front of that. And here's that little gap that I told you guys, and it's exactly the start of that 20% level of the monthly candle. So even though we don't have the TGF that ICT taught us, I do use the 20% level because the candle, the OHLC, most candles do retrace, even a 1 minute candle, 5 minute candle, 15-minute candle. The wicks, you have the manipulation wick, and it's always varies, or on average between 20, 30, and 40%. Sometimes we have obviously flat candles and we don't have a wick, but yeah, so I do have some confluences on this area. Again, nothing has to go. It could also just reject at the 1/3 level here and then be fine. But we just take it as it comes. But let's see, we move, see we're going down already again. So I set to manage my my trade a little bit here. Yeah. So that's my my thought process for the move lower later on, but yeah, maybe we're going to get it sooner than that, but we'll see. Yeah, because we've got this fair value gap here, right? This 15-minute, but then again, it's also a root candle here, 953-ish, so. If we're going below the 1235 candle, I'm getting out already. see. Are you wicking? Are you going back up, or are you going further down? There's a daily low here. So even though we went through it, those levels do work as a rejection then at some point, even though when it gets back up there. But yeah, we have got a lot of liquidity here that's been created the whole morning. So I just hope we take out the lunch liquidity and the AM liquidity that has been nicely produced during this chop and this consolidation time. So yeah. Entry should have been here at this point. Breaker, retest, and then just maybe only up to the daily low level just to be on the safe side, and then reassess. So I entered actually outside the breaker, outside the macro, which I normally, you know, I try to not to trade outside macro times. Also, when you see those root candle times, when they are stacked together, you can expect chop. That's something what this indicator really also helps you see. So those root candles, when they overlap, and you can see that here as well, we get back into the zone, and again we get some chop. But once it gets out of it, it can go. But yeah. My TP might be a little bit too high for the session, to be honest. I'm thinking of considering it, lowering it. This is, yeah, the MRP levels are here. We've got the 10 o'clock here. The monthly midpoint is here. So it's in a wick, which can be a rejection block, right? Love rejection block. So yeah, I should lower it just to be on the safe side, because I'm bearish, so I shouldn't actually be in. If I'm bearish, I actually don't want to trade bullish trades, and if I do them, they should be as short as possible, just shorter. And I just should be aiming maybe even for this. We just want to see the manipulation move. I mean, we just want to see the manipulation move to the upside, and then, you know, you can go further down. We're okay with that now. We are used to you now going down for today. You're not going to give us the our bullish move that we expected. So, you know, if you look at the whole, I mean, obviously it was too easy, obviously, as well. If you look back at the chart, it's just like, okay, yeah. choppy, choppy, choppy. That's okay. We know that. We expect it to be choppy because we have the overlap, so we're fine. I just want to make sure that my trade, that I'm not missing anything to invalidate my trade. You know, don't want it to go to the stop out because I'm missing something. We have an inversion here. We inverted this. Yeah, this level might be a little bit too much for today. I might leave this open for the beginning of next week. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, you're bearish too. Yeah, I'm also bearish. I've got the monthly, this is the monthly open. And looking at the monthly candle, this level here is this very significant level for me, because we got the, if you look at the weekly wick from 1 week before, it's exactly 50%, but also there's an order block, a bullish order block before that. And if you measure that whole block, this is exactly, or it's a little bit off, it's right over here as well. And then this is also, this area is the start of the 20% of the weekly, the whole weekly candle, or the monthly candle, excuse me, pardon me. So monthly open, 50% of the weekly wick, which can be the rejection block, or either it goes further down. But yeah, you could also reject from this point. Obviously, it's a 1/3 level of that weekly wick. But yeah, I do think we're going lower for the AM session, but I have a bullish trade now because I actually don't want to trade bullish when I'm actually bearish, but I just wanted to take out some liquidity here to make that last move down. So I'm going to lower my TP though, it's a little bit too high, but I just want to see how it goes. We're in the macro right now, but yeah, I'm hoping for that last move to this monthly open, because it's the end of the month, right? And according to my journals, when that happens on a Friday, I think if we don't hit that level, I think that will be my first journal on a Friday that it didn't hit that monthly open level. So, but it's the first for everything, right? So, but because we have a couple of things lining up for me so far, I do expect it to, but if we're going to spike up really a lot now, then, you know, I might have to switch bias. The macro times, so ICT macro times are times that, so the market does only two things, right? The market balances out imbalances, or it grabs liquidity. And because it's algorithmically scripted, and it's scripted against time because time cannot be manipulated, those macros are the times that it starts spooling. So that's the time. It doesn't happen every macro. Sometimes we have time distortion, but if we expect time to hit a certain level, or to take out liquidity, or run into an imbalance and balance it out, it tends to happen between macro times. And ICT teaches us that the macros run from 10 minutes to the hour to 10 past the hour. Now, there are some ICT traders that they have made it from quarter to quarter after, because they already see some setups already forming, and they already know how they understand the signatures of the algorithm. But yeah, so for me now we're in mid of the macros, and you see nothing is happening. But in this indicator that I use, I have overlapping root candles, and that indicates time. That indicates we're going to get chopped. That is just a normal behavior of overlapping root candles. So for me, I'm not probably going to be stopped out. That's fine. Then we're just going to see if we can frame another trade. But yeah, so that's macro times. Now, Hydra has, I don't know if you know Hydra. He added another macro time that was 20 past the hour to 40 to the hour, so 20 to 40. And I must say sometimes that works as well. But yeah, it's just spooling of the algo to hit certain levels. Yeah. Now I use time, I go much deeper into time. I use the macro times just for to trade. When I have shorter trades, I do go from macro and I stay in one or two macros, for example. But if I have a longer trade, then obviously I'm in a trade also outside macros, but then I do watch time. How is it reacting to certain levels? For example, I have one model, the 10-4 model. So I use specific times that are, it's not really the time, but it's just that at that time, the algo creates an imbalance, or it creates a liquidity level, which is going to be mitigated at some time again. So it's just that the algo is scripted against time. That's why I use time. But it's, if you look at volume, people that, there are people here that trade different strategies, but they look at the same thing, because it creates imbalances or liquidity at specific times. So yeah. But yeah, let me know if I'm clear. Because sometimes I can go in too deep a little bit, and then it's like, what are you talking about? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll explain it again, or maybe a little bit different. So as you see right now, so we are in the 1250 110 macro. Now, what did it do? It is just bouncing off this daily low, and it rejected. So technically, it's not really running. It's sort of like, still in this whole consolidation level, right? So we want an expansion outside the consolidation level before we want a clear manipulation move. So yeah. So the manipulation move will be preferably, if I expect price to go down in the PM session, I would like to have the manipulation move to the upside, right? So, but price is just not doing exactly what we want at the moment. So who else is bearish for the PM session? I'm curious. Now it seems like we're already going down, but I'm just being careful. We are leaving an old N walk. So I'm looking at that. What is your dolly? Are you gonna play? Mommy's busy. So now we are 4 minutes past 1. So we could take out some liquidity. Yeah, we did take out some liquidity here, but that's just in the range. It doesn't really. ES is reacting the 1 hour CB. Is it? Okay, let me go to ES quickly. Yeah, we are moving down. See, on ES we didn't take out this. We didn't even go into this. We sort of created almost an equal high there. So the macro does run a little bit to the downside, right? Yeah. I like to see AMD here, manipulating down to the 26 London low, then can buy from there to target consolidation high. 26 London low. Wow. Okay. So you are looking at a other. Oh, Dolly. Oh boy, what are you doing, my love? So, yeah. Well, what if it doesn't give us, you know, the manipulation could also be... Let me see. I'm gonna go to the 5 for now, just to... Wat ben je nou aan het doen, popje? You're too wild. Because that's the last liquidity point for me for a quick reversal. I like to see AMD here, manipulating down to 26 long and low, then can buy from there to start consolidation high. Yeah, because that's the last liquidity point for me for a quick reversal. Yes, so these are AMR, these are volatility grid levels. So this level, these gray areas are actually saying, so there's a high probability that we might, from this is now hit, that we are going back up into this level here. But we could extend to the downside as well, because we have one level here. The range is the 83 from the last 9 ranges from this time zone. So we have still about 10 points to go, but we have been moving to the downside. Okay, so we took a little bit of liquidity here. Just a little, very small sweep. We didn't take this one here. And again, let me just go over. So this is my, I'll show you on the weekly candle. So I use wicks a lot for, so this large weekly wick, I measured that 50% is exactly at 300. And if you measure this order block, and we as ICT traders, we consider this a bullish order block. If you measure the whole wick, the whole candle, including the wick, this is also the 50% mark. It's a little bit, just a few points off. So I also measure 1/3 of a wick, because as you can see here, we did reject from this point as well, right? But then again, and then these 2 levels that I have marked here, that is, I call it the TGIF levels of the monthly full candle. Because if we're going down, it could go back into the range, right? And then I use it, I just see it, and it measures the beginning of the 20, 30, 40% is right over here as well. But then again, we could go back up from here because we could see this as a rejection block, right? So I treat this as a rejection block now. But the question is, how far are we going down into this rejection block? Or are we already rejecting from this point? So CE of the wicks, correct. Yes, correct. Yes, so the weekly wick, I calculated, because it's such a large wick, right? And so I always calculate those large wicks, especially on the daily, monthly, and yeah, so there was actually one, if you look at the weekly, you'll see there's one on the top as well. And I actually thought we were going to run into that one, but we didn't even do that. So that's why I was so bullish, actually, for that move to the upside, because we had so much liquidity still. If you look at the left of the whole weekly, it's such a, well, let me show you on this one here. Let me go on the, here for our, this looks like for me, like a market maker, we're still in a market maker buy model, right? Here, look, boom, boom. And this is just a retracement. This is now just a retracement for now to finalize this move, because this is just, look at this beautiful liquidity here. So yeah, I was just very well, yeah, I really thought we were going into that other weekly wick a little bit higher, and then we have a flat bottom. Yeah, we took it out a little wick here, but yeah, I just thought, okay, we might not take everything out on a Friday, with nice TGIF, and then we go back into the range, because we have a nice, the weekly profile. We have a Tuesday low, a Wednesday high, and then we have a Tuesday high. And then obviously that model, that weekly profile, then we have a candle going back into the range. But it just went back into the range already. But I just thought we're going to get a little bit higher and then we go back. But no, I didn't get it. So that happens. Okay, guys, we're going down already. See that? I don't want to miss a trade. So this is my target, but then again, I'm going to the 1 minute. See, on days like this, it just doesn't give you the good entries in a macro. Or maybe this was the entry here, I guess, at the 1 o'clock, but let's see. It's 1:12 now. I'm with you. I also want that move exactly. But you know what? Everything that we all want, it seems like they know what we want and they're just not doing it because they know that we want them. No, I'm not going to put my magnets there already because we want first to move up, right? Who had a good trade today already? Did anyone take that move to the downside? It was a beautiful move, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we got a CE level as well here at 341. That will be a level before the I don't want to miss that trade. I really want to get in that trade to the downside, but I don't want to be too early again. I've had 1L already. Am I missing something? No. We rejected off this rejection block here, and then we're going down already. So we're outside the N walk. Look at the N walk, guys. The bodies are not coming over that wick anymore. So that's this level here. Exactly at that daily low. We've been rejecting there all the time and we were going down. We were getting the 130 move is coming up. I just think it's going to go down from now. We've got an inversion here. Yeah. Just going straight down to this level here. 343. 1, 2, 2.5. Okay, let's just wait a bit. It's my 1202. Yeah, this was the entry for me. This should have been an entry. 1.8. We're not coming back up anymore. SMT, do we have SMT? SMT didn't take out this wick, and yeah, NQ did. On the 15-minute, hold on, let me go to the 5. 29th of August. Yeah, that one. I think we're just dropping now. I think we're just gonna make a run to this level for now. Yeah, we do have SMT on the 5-minute and also on the 15-minute with ES. But then again, ES just could follow. I just don't trust it, to be honest. See here, all those bodies just not getting over the end walk. It's just staying in below the midpoint. It's too weak. It just seems too weak to go further up. What I've understood as well, that if we have price action like this, back and forth, we can consider this a balanced price range now. But then again, we've got the liquidity here, right? Are below. It would be nice if we go back up here. Inversion. If we trade through this inversion, I'll go to the 3. It has to be a 3-minute inversion, otherwise we don't trust it. Oh, hold on. What are you doing? Come on. Okay, there's no inversion on the 3, but we do have a flat. You see, we have a nice flat candle here. Look at this juicy monthly open here, 308. You are on my radar. got to be patient, right? Oh, look at that, beautiful. Going up, up, up. Is anyone in a trade already or waiting? $122. Now ICT says that the 130 move that sets the stage for the PM session move. So the most ideal situation will be that we really get the 130 move to the upside into this area. But I just wonder if we can get over this end walk over the mid, because the bodies at some point they just sort of got below that wick and couldn't get over it anymore. But let's see, because we got this liquidity here that we want to grab, right, before we go further down. This seems a little bit high, but then again, I mean, you know, this is a nice area. I'm in long with the 15 IFUG. Yeah, you took this one. I was looking at that IFUG. Yeah, you took it. Nice. Now I hope to get a 5-minute change in sale delivery. Yeah, I'm on the 5-minute as well for that reason, exactly. On days like this, I also tend to go, especially when it's like a little bit, you know, it can manipulate us out of the moves. I tend to go to a little bit higher time frame to get those confirmations, and I would rather have a move, miss a move, than take it from the lower. Because if you look at the 1 minute, right, it's like, oh, it's easy. Yeah, we have you have your change in state delivery, and you get your retest already here. On the 3 minute, yeah. On a 3 minute, this can be our bearish order block. So that's why I'm not sure yet. But we did go on. This is actually a good sign. We go under our AMRP level, we go over it, and now we're moving up to this level here, to my 1202. I think that will be the 5-minute CSID, right? Let me just double check. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. 5 minutes CSID. Okay, 5 more minutes before the 130 move starts. Let's see. Do we have a 5-minute flat? Look at this one here. I just noticed this one as well. We've got a flat candle here. High 477, and the open. Oh, look at that. This one, there is no wick on this one. This is a flat top candle, and we know what that means, right? It's on the 5 minute. It doesn't have to trade back to it straight away. Let me see, we have it on the 15 as well. Yes, look at this, with a gap. Mark that one. If it doesn't trade to it today, this is a very good level to have on your charts. It's a flat, it's a devil's mark, and it also has a little gap. So this is definitely a point of interest for a later, for today or later. Do we have a gap or not? No, I don't think so. No, it's not a gap, but still, this is the close. 4775 and 040. Okay, there's no gap. It's exactly matching. But then again, still it's a devil's mark. So it's a lack of the manipulation. So it will be revisited. Yeah. Okay, we're just being patient for now. We have to be patient. There will be a good trade in the PM session today. I'm just going to 3 minute. So what I like about this indicator is that my root candles, they stay on the 1 minute. So, for example, this might be the 12:02, the 12:35. Even though I switch times between 1, 3, and 5, they stay. I see those levels still marked on my chart properly. So. And these standard deviations are calculated for this time model. So this indicates that we could go below the AMRP within this time zone. So that's until 2:09 Eastern. We could go down 1 standard deviation, or it could go 2, 2.5, or even 4. But 4 will come really close to that my daily objective. So I wouldn't like that in this model, to be honest. We would like to see it go up first, right, and then we take it all the way down. Yeah, or yeah, we just have to reassess according to the price action. This just looks very weak to me. I mean, I just, you know, I really like it to go up, but if I look at this 15-minute price action, these candles, it just looks, it just doesn't look. We printed a new 15-minute candle on the body. We opened very low. Let me see, where did we? We opened, it's very close, but did we open below the close? No, it's the same level. So see, that's confusing now. Let me see the open. $419.75 and the close. 490. Oh, look at that. 490.75 and 419.50. Okay, so this was just one tick lower. So technically, we cannot say that the 15-minute candle opened below the previous. So that will be very bearish to me. But look, now we're going. So you're in your long. You're doing good. Nice. What's your TP? Be careful, there's a gap here at a 3-minute gap at 456.25. Okay, 1:30, guys. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I keep this on the 15. I want to go to the 1. Oh, what am I doing? Come on. I need more coffee. Just be mindful of that 3-minute little gap, right? That's also around the weekly, the midpoint, so that could be a rejection as well as we have an inversion here. A little inversion, yeah. $130 move. What are we going to do? We have a breaker. Very small one. Does it count as a breaker? Not really. Not like that, no. Full TP at 1040 high, not looking good. Yeah, I know. It's very, I don't trust it too much. Look at the 15-minute candle, how it's going, how it's forming. It's a wicking into this area here. I think we're going from this end walk to this this level now. To the event horizon. Yeah, I think I'm getting into a short. We're in the macro 133. I'm just going to wait until it's 134. Just want to see what it does with the 33 candle, because sometimes it reverses on that 3 for some reason. But if we get a continuation, I'm just going to market order in. No, I'm not, because we just print. I have to, you know, that was my FOMO speaking. I'm just going to, I have to, so this is the 130 first percentage fair value gap. But we did retest it straight away, right? It just hit it. So it could go down from here, but it could also just go first through it and then go, yeah, okay. Let's see what it does. Ah, this price section, it's really annoying, right? It's not very, it doesn't make us, even the best traders now, I know that you're very good traders, so you're struggling today. So, yeah, we really need to be we need to sit on our hands and wait for the, just need to be patient. You know, it's conflicting. We've got a fair value gap here. We've got a bullish one here. We've got a bearish one here. We didn't take out the lunch liquidity yet. We did take out fabricated liquidity here. So let's see. We want to, you know, preferably we would like to see movement through this printed first presented. That would be ideal, but it might not give it. Okay, on the 15. On the 15, we took the previous 15-minute high, so we did take out a 15 high. Let's go to the hourly on this one. Let's see if we took out an hour. I don't think so, but this is the hourly. Let's go to the 4-hour. Okay, we're gonna we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down close candles on the 4-hour. We're gonna get a new one in 20 minutes, we're going to get a new 4-hour candle. Okay. I'm just gonna sit on my hands for now, guys. I had one L already because I wanted that high to be taken during lunch, but it took me out, so I'm just really going to wait. But yeah, I think it's just gonna go down, to be honest. And the one. Yeah, we got to the midpoint of this one, but look how we've got this bullish one here. It's very herky-jerky, so let us just let the 130 move play out. Let's see what happens. It'll set the stage for us. Your trade is... Are you still in your trade? Yeah. Yeah, I just, you know what so we are almost at the end of the 4-hour candle. So now we're retracing back into, like the last 20 minutes, we might go back into the range, right? We're on the 4-hour, and then when the new one prints, we might get the continuation or it goes back further up. Nice, your trade is looking good. We're going over the first presented fair value gap of the PM session, so that's good. Nice. Okay, I want to go back to the 15-minute on this one. I just want to see how the 15-minute is behaving in this area. I just want to figure out if it's behaving, if it's going to disrespect this 15-minute, or if it just goes to the midpoint of the 15-minute and if it doesn't go back into the end walk. That's what I'm looking at right now. Your TP is at the 1040 high. Yeah, okay, there's a little gap here as well. Yeah, it's a flat candle here, so it even could go up, it could go all the way to 47. But yeah, let's see if it goes over the midpoint. And your gap here, 1040 high. Well, there's a gap here that could be revisited. So that is 468, 472, but it's a little high maybe, right? I mean, it needs a lot of juice for that, but hey, it's going up. There we go. There we go. Boom. Nice. See, it hit the end walk and my root candle, the 1202, which is a very important root candle. now it gets more likely that we're going up into this fair value gap, right? So you might get your 478 level. Let's see, just go to the we want you to go a little bit higher. Just go a little bit higher. Breaker is actually activated here, right? So actually it's long now. Let me see in the 3 minute if I can enter it. On the 3 minute, not, no. But I like this area here. See, this is the only thing that really keeps me out of my trade. This is end walk. We've been working our way from the top, you know, then we got to the mid, and then at some point the bodies are not going, oh, we just have some wicks over the midpoint. Now we're getting back into the end walk. It just touches it, and it uses this fair value gap now as a CB. So are we going down from this level? That is yeah, what I'm wondering. But then on the lower time frame, we have this area here. We're above the first presented fair value gap. We could consider this is a bearish breaker, right? So technically we want the price to take liquidity into this bearish breaker and then go down. So that's, again, this level makes sense to me. Because then even for a move down, we wanted to retest something, and oh, we did we touch this wick? No, we did not yet. You're still in your trade, right? Yeah, it's not invalidated at all. I think you'll be fine, the trade to the upside. Yeah, it looks good now. Yeah, you're good. But look at you, you're good. You're making up for the time now, right? For the loss. Yes, good. Yeah, so this gap here, this will be my, it's also the weekly midpoint, so that could also be a rejection point, right? Because all these old daily lows, midpoints of higher time frame levels, they can be quite significant. So I would be very vigilant at this area here, if we even get to there, because we're around the midpoint now. Let's see if we can work our way back into the end. yeah, just be vigilant about this. Do you see this 3-minute little gap here? And it's also exactly at the weekly midpoint. So, yeah, just be aware of that level. I think that's around. $13,147. So we've got the next macro starting, and either we're going to get a nice move all the way up into continuation till 2 o'clock, and it could be that if we're going higher, then obviously we're targeting that liquidity level, and perhaps even, but just seems a little bit too high for me this now. Again, this fair value gap here. So I'm just thinking if this is the one we have to work with for now. But let's see what happens after it. If it goes further from this level here, then obviously this gets more high probability, right? Okay, so we hit the EQ of this time from this model. 1409. Still has enough time to get to this AMRP level. Yeah, it's going. There it go. Yeah, I want to see speed. I agree with you. Now, okay, this is an important level here. If we go over this level, then it's then we are going into this level here. We might see one down close candle because the macro starting the 150. I like to see on the 1 minute a down close candle. That's good for continuation. And then we might even go all the way to that flat top, right? Down close, yes, please. Also at the 150, please. So this is normal at this level, that it just stalls a little bit. That's okay. Yes, 150 down close. We want that. That's okay. You can do that. It looks good. I might enter with you. Yeah, this is a long now for me. I'm just going in for a very short scalp because it's just a very short trade for me. Just a shorty. I'm just taking it to 476. Yeah, a little bit lower. It's just a scalp. Now it could run all the way up to here. Hello, darling. I would have stayed in if I would have your entry, or if I would have been in here or just here. So, but this is just a small one. Just take it out. Yes, go, go, go. Just go through we want fast candles. Now we want big candles, right? Yes, go. Okay, that's my scalping. Beautiful. Now, because my risk reward wasn't that good, right? Yeah, nice. Yeah, because I just took a scalp, and I'm still waiting for my short. Because we're in this busy CB, I'm sorry, and this root candle. So I just want to make sure. Because we're still at the midpoint, because we didn't go over the midpoint from here, I just want to make sure that I just didn't want to overstay with this risk reward, and I'm just still waiting for my short. So that's why I just took a scalp. But normally I would, if my entry would have been here or just over here, then I would have taken it a little bit. I would take a little bit more risk and trail my stop, obviously, but I couldn't do that now with it such a short. Yeah, that's a good point, Sina. But I was a little bit in doubt because of this CB, to be honest. That's why I didn't. I was like, okay, we could just, the measuring gap one. I hope it stay open at some portion. Yes, I agree. But again, I just want to point out that we did hit, if we consider this a rejection block, we hit a 1/3 level. We can reject from that. So, but then looking at the candle, yeah, and looking at the monthly levels, the 50% here. So technically we could go back up further, but it doesn't, it would look weird, but yeah. I just hope we make it to this level here. But maybe we have to reassess, guys. You know how it works, right? Nothing is certain. So this is the reason why I just took my scalp and I didn't take it any further, because of this. Some of you have been with me from the last week. I've always said, always watch the 153 or the 3, how price is reacting. Because sometimes if you have a large move that's going, it could end, the macro sort of like can end there, or just if you have a longer move. But I do think, okay, is this gap now, did we have a manipulation move? No, so that's good. That looks bullish, right? You want this gap or this little flat top. We want a manipulation wick to go over it. And on the 15 here, we have even a larger one, right? So we hope to see that, but then again, it doesn't have to do it now, but we would like to see that. Once at this 5-minute fair value gap inverse, could we go higher? Yes, we could, because we've got liquidity here. There's liquidity here, and this model, this gray area says like, okay, there is expansion movement that is possible. This time zone has juice to go up here, but then again, it doesn't have to do it all the time, right? It's just I'm just looking at this level at the midpoint of the N walk. I hope it can go up to this level, 566, but then again, we've got quite some room to the downside still. We could also reverse from here, because we already hit the rejection block, but then a 1/3. We did not hit the 50%. So we just have to see. But yeah, it still looks weak to me because of this here. Yeah. So you see why I was a little bit careful at this area, because I just don't want to. I would have been. I got in here, so that I would have been already almost all my profit would be. It was a very small trade, and so I just took the just a very short scalp without. Yeah, so this is exactly the reason, right? So I did not take out that little. It just created another half. Okay. Let's see now. So I'm looking at the 15-minute. I'm going to keep my eye on the 15-minute, because once I think the body goes below, so you see the body never got above the 15-minute. Maybe just slightly, right? I think we got over, obviously we went over it, but now if the 15-minute is creating a wick and we're going below the end walk again, then I'm starting to get ready for my short. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay. This is just a retest, I guess. Or not. Yeah, see, I just don't trust it at all at the moment. Be careful, guys. It might spike higher, but it's going to be very wicky. Very violent. It looks like it's going to be violent. This is price action that's just going to take people in and out and just, you know. We're still on a macro, so 150, 110. Are we going to take out this liquidity here, or are we done? Is this fair value gap, the CV now being used as a bearish PD array? Let's go to the 3-minute. What do we see? We do have a breaker here. This wick, we could see it as a retest of the breaker. So that would indicate a move higher during this macro. Let's go to the 5. So you see, I would have been taken out for that little scalp. If I would have stayed in, I would have been, would have taken out without any profit. So that's why I chose to take a very short trade here. On the 5-minute, we also have a breaker, and this is the retest then of that breaker. But I still don't trust it fully, to be honest, because of the higher time frame, the end walk, and how the bodies have been, how it's behaving. So I hate it when I can't really. Oh, you got wicked. Oh shit. Yeah, see, you got wicked out. Yeah, it sucks. It's pretty nasty. Let's play safe. We're gonna play safe now, guys. We're gonna watch the 15. On the 5-minute, I do see a breaker. Retest. We could retest the first presented fair value gap. Once it goes through this, I'll just stick to the 5 minute for now because I just want some more. They're just a little bit more significant for now. It's not easy price action, this, in all honesty. It's very... it's Friday, you know, we know that Friday is a little bit more challenging, but, you know, yeah. You know what it looks like to me now? Like, imagine if we have a nice wick to the down, more movement to the downside. Then this is going to be a future bullish breaker, right? So we are creating trendline liquidity here. You can see it's nice. It's almost a nice line. So see what it's doing now. I actually think it's maybe really a good thing if it doesn't go up to that level, and it's just creating now more liquidity for a later moment. Let's draw it out. Here we go. I'm sorry for the drawing. I need to figure out because they keep syncing my I found a way to do it, but I'll next week my charts will be very clean. Still improving everything, guys. Yeah, learning a lot. These 2 weeks going live by myself. I was a coach for for a prop firm. We went live, and but everything was arranged by the prop firm. We had to do a few settings, but they did all the technicals, obviously. So now going live by myself with YouTube, you know, you have to learn OBS. You have to do some video editing. Well, not really for the lives though, but yeah, but it's very nice to do, but you learn a lot. It's very interesting, and then, you know, suddenly your audio doesn't work, or today I had some problems with my webcam in the morning when I do London. It's very light here, so the sun comes up, and then obviously when you have too much light, but I hated to sit in the dark in daytime. But then maybe if I stream, I do have to close the curtains. So I have to figure out what the best. Obviously, my setup will be different in daytime and nighttime, unless I have everything closed and the light is the same. But yeah, I prefer to have some daylight as well. But it just looks nicer, I think. But then again, I have to figure that out. I will. Okay, so who is still bullish? Anyone? We're still retesting the breaker, the 5 minute breaker. We're below the 1202. So we have a CB. We're below the N walk on the 15. Are we getting bearish, or are we being tricked into thinking that? I really, actually, to be honest, at this point, I don't know. And that's why I'm sitting on my hands. But I'm getting more bearish, to be honest. We had the 130 move, and the 130 moved into the candle, into the bearish CB. Is it going to be a continuation, or is that the move that set up the stage for the move to coming down? Okay, 1409. We will get some volatility incoming. What way are you going? It is interesting. Still sitting on my hands now. I'm sure I'm going to do another trade today, but I just really want it to be very a solid one. Preferably then if we take out some liquidity on the upside, but then again, if we might not, then, but it looks very bullish now, right? It looks like it still wants to go up. We're in the N walk, so that's good, but we're outside macro almost. We still have a few minutes to go. 3 minutes to go, so yeah, that's enough time to take out at least some of this liquidity right here, or at least go into this candle here. Nice move coming. Okay, so we're back in the N walk. Let's see if the next model is going to print. This is clear. I mean, this is the manipulation move, right? We look. If this is the manipulation move, could we then maybe just go up from now on? Okay, let's look at the next model. Five-minute CSD, yeah, it's getting interesting. I know, I agree. I'm just looking at the 15-minute candle here. Just want to see what the next candle is doing. I do think this level will be hit for sure. This flat bottom candle might be tough, but we do have a larger wick here, which could be the rejection block has been really working here, so we can go through it now. Yeah. So this level now, 477, could be another 10 points. I'm not going to take a short. I'm not okay. I can scalp this one, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to wait for a larger move. I have one. I scalp. See, now it's using this 15-minute. Is this 15-minute wick now being a rejection block, or is it going to blow through it? If you would grade this N walk, this is 1/3 level, or a quarter level here. So it's interesting to see what happens here. But you see what's doing, it's just creating liquidity in a line. So it doesn't have to, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we get our move down, and then we have these levels to be taken out at a later stage. Yeah. Are you in, did you get back in, or are you, after you got wicked out, or are you just watching right now? Tape reading? Okay, so it's 2:15 now. It would make sense if it goes up into this area here, so it could take out this liquidity. Now let's see. Bullish, bearish, order block. Great. Yeah. Well, we just have to wait. We just have to see what it's doing. think a lot of people are losing their evaluations in this area right now, because going long, getting wicked out, obviously. This is a difficult area to be in. With these, just the weight, and then, you know, if they get in here for the long, then they get wicked out. They get in here for the short because they think it's a bearish fair value gap, right? So a lot of people are getting, I mean, if they, I think both ways are getting literally screwed at the moment. So, yeah. So we're in consolidation again, as we can see, and we're in the bearish fair value gap. So either we're going to break out of that bearish, or we're going to go to the upside, or that liquidity is being kept for at a later time, and we go down at some point. Yeah. It's a difficult read now. It's not really, it's not an easy trade. If you're in a trade, it's you have to be very careful. Yeah, I'm looking at the 15 because I'm just trying to see if the bodies can go higher than and close above this one. Well, we have a little one here, but let's just try to look at this one more, because this one's more important now, I think. Let's see if we can get a body close over this one. It's 418. Oh, we still have some time to go. Yeah. You can also see now that the wicks are, you know, we have a wick here. This wick is lower already. That doesn't look very bullish, right? I'm the one. You are the one. I probably said something, but I can't remember in reference to what. I'm still coughing. Yeah. So you see that the wicks are lower. So this wick is now rejecting from this one. So let's see what is happening. Where's my drink? Here you are. I'm still looking for buy. Yeah, I agree, but this is still interesting. But on the other hand, it could just, you know, we could have time distortion and still make that move to the downside, because I think for the last day of the month, that monthly open is quite significant. And that liquidity, we could also be building liquidity to go back later to, right? And it will be the easy trade. You see what's happening now? But it just could be wicking up people. Yeah. Let's have a look on that. I want to see the whole... Is this the end of a market maker sell model? Let me just go to the 15 on this one. Liquidity created, liquidity here, daily low, daily mid, monthly open. Second stage of accumulation. Did we have accumulation in this? Yes, so we have accumulation here as well. So that makes sense. But do we have the original consolidation? Let me go to the 30-minute. So is this a rejection block? We reject from this one, we go up. So I'm looking at the 90 minutes here. Sometimes I just go through different time cycles, right? So we have a wick here, then we have a lower wick here. Ooh, this one is also very interesting, but I don't think we're going to get there today. But look at this flat bottom with a gap on the 4 hour. Oh, I totally forgot to look at the 4 hour. Now look at how bearish this looks, guys. We've got a 4 hour here. We opened below the close. That signifies most of the times continuation. Okay, let's go back. But then again, it's still difficult. It's a difficult read. Oh, I didn't see this wick. Look at that. That looks very bullish, right? But the 4 hour looks bearish to me now. What time is it? 24. Now what was my level again? 300-ish. Okay. It's 450, that's 150 points. So this is a unicorn, right? Your breaker, fair value gap. We have a retest in it. That would be bullish normally, but I just don't trust it. Also, we did not really hit the first presented fair value. We just stopped right above it, or did we hit it? We did not touch it entirely. Let us see on the 3 minute. And the phone. This long wick could be a rejection block again for the upside. So I can read it both ways, unless we go under 50% of this wick. Oh, we are. Are we? It's around here-ish. Let's see what happens. There we go. It's at the 50% level now. Let's watch this wick, how it's going to react in this wick. Yeah. One minute. Are we gonna fall down now? Damn, it's really hard price action, right? We don't want to be wicked out again. We're just going to have a very solid entry, and if it doesn't give us, we're just going to be fine as well, right? We don't care. Then we're just going to practice discipline. We are so disciplined. It looks bearish to me now. Let's see how it reacts at this wick. We consider this the breaker. Activate it with this one, retest, remove up. Yeah, so if this would be the breaker, right? This you have a retest, and then you have it's like double. Let me calculate, because I think it could. Oh, I'm going to get all the stuff on my chart again, so bear with me. Macro fit. Here we go. Exactly one. You see that? I'm measuring the breaker and we hit exactly one here, so it just doubled the size. So we could technically be done with the move, because on days like that it sometimes just, you know, doubles the and we cannot really, we don't have a manipulation move. Normally I calculate the manipulation. I'm more interested in the manipulation move, but if I don't have a clear one, I use the and we're in a fair value gap, so look at that move. Wow, nice. I still don't trust it though. What was I doing? I wanted to. We're just gonna watch. So what I noticed, when it creates so much liquidity, it doesn't really run it straight away, right? It sort of like creates liquidity, then goes either for a move lower and then takes it out. It doesn't really create it and then, like for example, was it? Well, this one was quite quick, right? We had this one at, let's say 10 past 1, and we took it out at 1:40. Yeah, here we took it out at this level at 1:45. That was half an hour almost. But this was just a retracement. But if you get liquidity like this, if it creates it, most of the times it doesn't really take it out straight away, right? As I say, it is going to take it out. That would be awesome for you. Yeah. Now also the 15-minute, we are over this candle here. So that looks bullish again, so that's good. Another wick. Just another wiki. Another wiki. How many wicks are you going to make in Q? You need a lot of patience for this trade, if you're in this trade. But I'm happy that I'm not in this one, to be honest. It would really annoy me at some point. It's slowly grinding up though, right? Yeah. Yeah. Still waiting. We might get that last move in the market on close algo, the crazy one that starts going nuts after 3:15, and maybe even the last move. It's taking its sweet time, so that gives me, it just gives me more conviction for the last move maybe, because if we're really like stalling, like if it would have a really large move, it already have, taken us out the liquidity and then, get ready for the move down. But because it's just taking so much time, well, actually there could be two things, right? Because 460 and I had that 300 level, so that's 160 points. Now, like I said, we also could reject from that 0.3 level from that wick, so that means we could just go up, slowly grind up all the way like this. But I'm still like looking at these 15-minute bodies that are still into this fair value gap. When we get over this candle, I will be more convinced that we are really going up for the last bit of the PM session. But yeah, let's see how this candle, this 15-minute, we still have 8 minutes, 6 minutes to 7 minutes to go before this candle closes. This looks like a mini market maker buy model on its own, right? This one here. From here to here. Boom. Yeah. And then we have a bigger market maker model right here. You can again see this as a breaker on the 1 minute retest, and then maybe for the last move up. So now we're retesting. This is like, we could see this as a unicorn, right? Breaker, fair value gap, retest into it. Are we in a macro? Not really, but that happens on days like this. Let's see on the 3 minute. Oh, that looks ugly. Ooh, yucky. That looks ugly, right? Oh, that looks better. You look ugly and cute today. So from this breaker, this high that has been hit is exactly 1 standard deviation. See, that's why I'm a little bit hesitant still, because it does look bullish. I agree with you, but there are just a few things that just tell me like it might not just go. And, you know, just build this liquidity for other time. Yeah. We have to be patient, guys and girls, if there's girls in the chat. I say guys to everyone, basically, but it's better to be patient and not being wigged out and just enjoy the tape read. I just like to tape read sometimes as well. Because imagine that you're in this trade. I mean, it's frustrating, right? Either you get wigged out, or even though you don't get wigged out, it's like, oh my god, I'm almost getting wigged out. I think a lot of people that are in trades now, either long or short, are being stopped out or losing their evals, or even worse, maybe they're funded. Do not touch your funded in this price action. Do not do that. You know, it's end of the week. Even if you have if you had a good week, obviously you don't want to give anything back. But even if you have a bad week, you know, it's just like, okay, I'll be in next week again, and you know, don't make it worse if you had a few losses already. We'll be back next week, and you know, we learn more every week, so we get 1% better every time. So, Daniel, what would be your logic that it could still go to buy side? Is it just because it did not hit the buy side? Is it another thing you're looking at? So we took liquidity here, right? Now, can we consider this external? Because then we can go from external to internal, right? That could be enough. we considered taking out another session. We took out the morning session. We considered that external liquidity. So then we went from external back into the range to internal. That's one. But we could also we have we can consider this now the whole range maybe from I'm getting more bearish, to be honest, but I could be wrong. But why? Because we just, you know, we're at the bottom of this end walk. It's almost now 2:45. We're just not getting higher. If you look at this area here, and this event horizon is right over here, right? And like on Mondays, I call that ping pong Monday. Price action does tend to move between end walks and event horizons. So because we're just not getting higher, the bodies are just not, you know, this is 1/4 or one third level. Let's say it's 1/4, 1/3. This is the half, and we're just not getting over it. Either we spike up, but then I would maybe think, are we going down at all if we do spike up? So I think we'll get more clarity soon. I would rather have like just get it over with, just go down and go below this breaker, for example, and then we know, okay, you know, we can start really, you know, getting into shorts. Yeah. Let's have a look at the 4-hour candle on this one, because it looks on the 4-hour, because obviously we have a 2. Yeah, so here again, we opened below this one, like exactly like this one here, right? Or this one opened up. We have a little manipulation into the candle. And could we expect now continuation to the downside? Or is this a rejection here? And are we going to go back up? But look at this. Would you see a green candle going up into at this moment? Could be. But the 4-hour makes me a little bit more bearish on to be honest. So let's keep in mind the 458 level. If we go above that, that means the 4-hour candle is also going above the previous close. So that is then more bullish than bearish. So we have to keep this level in mind, tape reading wise. Okay, then I want to look at something else. What do I want to look at? Just have to go, hold on, just right here. Yeah, this is what I want to look at. Let me get rid of all this bullshit. We don't want this on the charts anymore. We know our levels, what we want to look. Okay, so these are the AMRP levels for the week, the weekly range. So we have dug in the AMRP on the lower end. We haven't reached the midpoint. This is the root candle. And again, this is the that flat. So we never made it into this zone here. And this was also one of my, why I got not confused, but you know, this liquidity here, and because we were so close, I really thought we would hit this level, because it was also here, it was also 2.5 calculation, and it would have been the perfect TGIF setup, right? We take a daily high, but it really this is an FU candle. I call that an FU candle. So that was sort of like was such high probability, and then just go a little bit. You don't have to take all the liquidity. Just, grab a little bit. You go down, and then next week we'll take the rest. But then again, we already went back into the zone after this move, which was after the 2 o'clock Thursday candle. Technically, yeah, it went into a root candle here. But yeah, you hardly see this happen, that when we're so close in one of those levels, it doesn't hit it at all, and then it goes back into this range. So yeah, so I'm actually, in all honesty now, if I look at this model, I think we're going to dig deeper. This one is the 4-hour. So, you have these, these level become significant, right? Those intermediate highs in a fair value gap we want. But are they mitigated already? Did they touch it? Yeah, I could leave it open though, right? It's a difficult read. It's a difficult read, any time frame. Because also I can read this as a rejection block now. Yeah, 25%, 33% has been hit. This is a wick. We're just gonna sit it through. Just gonna watch, and if we see a good trade, we'll take a trade. If not, like I said, we're just going to just let it go and just learn. I think no one, I mean, if people really know, I mean, then they are really, I guess, they have a really special gift, I guess, because it's just really impossible now. You can read it both ways, right? Yeah. There's no really retest of things. Well, there is a retest of a lot of things, but it's a lot of just consolidation. I would read this as a bullish consolidation. If I consider this a very bullish breaker, which is constantly being retested, and there's liquidity to the upside. But then on the other end, we're in a bearish fair value gap, also on the higher time frame. Yeah. So this at 6 o'clock. Yeah, I would like. It would be nice if it takes out this level, this liquidity, and then taps into these and this here as well. That would be a nice move. But that's not the move all the way which I was looking at, right? Because my move was a little bit lower. Was around 300. 300-ish. Are we going down now? It's hard to frame a good, I mean, I'm just thinking already ahead. Like, if it would go down, where would I get in? Where would I have a good risk reward? I need to figure it out now, but then I would still have the risk of an L. I don't think I could frame a trade like with a really, really good risk reward. And if this would go up here is 41, oh, it's still 100 points. I'm just thinking. We're in a macro now. It's 52. Okay. 40. Let me go to the 1. I think we had a down candle, right? On the. Oh, let me just. I need you. Because that's bullish. You need to go to the 1. Yeah. 451. 450, 451 with a bear down close candle. I never like it when we have one of the first two candles, if the macro starts and you have one of these, if it goes down, it's sort of like, then you can, most of the times you'll see the first macro will be, the first part can be bullish. So maybe we are going into, maybe we're creating a little bit higher a wick, or is this the manipulation wick of the four? Or are we just going up? Is it already done? The move down. It's a possibility too that we're already done, and that it's just taking its time, stalling, and then just going to go grind up. Go back into this zone, maybe into that 15-minute fair value gap for the end of day. But that will be really, really weird to me, that the monthly open has not been. When do we get the new September contract? So we also are already going, so it could take out that monthly open. We still have, even though the new month is starting. When do we switch contracts for the September contract? What's the date? Is it mid-month or end of the month? Just thinking. But then again, on the 4-hour, we are still below. We opened below the close. That is bearish until we move over that open, close, I'm sorry. We cannot, if we're bearish, we don't want to see price go over 23,459. If it spikes above it, then we have to turn bullish. But it could still also be the manipulation move, right? Because the 4-hour candle is from 2 to 6. This is technically really a small manipulation candle, a manipulation wick, So because of the 4-hour, I'm still bearish. But then again, if I look at the lower time frame, I'm very bullish. So no trade yet. We're just being very disciplined, and we can be very proud of ourselves that we are not in a trade. Yeah. So if you do want to scalp, so what I know that people that use these time models, what you can see here is that people that do trade these movements. But then again, if you would take this movement, it doesn't go back up, right? For me also, it's not really interesting. And also what caught my eye is that it didn't hit the first presented fair value gap here, it just sort of like hovered above it. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe if it goes down back, it will hit it. It doesn't look strong enough already to make the move. It's just creating liquidity. We're going to keep an eye on the 4-hour. You can also have a look at the 1-hour to see how that's doing. That will give us a little bit more information on the short term, right? So on the 1-hour, this is 1 o'clock. Oh, look at that. We made a flat top candle. No wicks, no manipulation on that one. See, then that already, when I see that, obviously it doesn't have to go there straight away, but I wouldn't be surprised we get a candle up here, which creates a little bit of a wick, and then it rejects somewhere from this wick again. So what level is this? Oh, that's all the way here. 477. 477. Yeah, that's okay. So that makes me bullish again. Let's see if we get over 458, because then we could so that would be a trade, maybe a trade for me. If we do go here, that also will be 458. But we want to be in it already, right? We don't want to, we want to get in because we need a very small, tight stop loss. If we get wicked, well, yeah. Like I said, this looks like a mini market maker buy model. So here, 471. Well, and obviously because of this candle, even a little bit higher maybe into this wick, to this 1 hour wick. There we go. See, it's just not going over that 458, right? It's just sort of like, see, it's just not, it's not going over. You need to go over that 458 to be bullish. Are we just spiking up now, or are you doing it? What are you doing? Oh, you're not yet? No, not yet. I don't want to yet. No, no. I'm confusing you. I do it on purpose. Oh, and Q, why are you today like this, on this special day that the month end and the weekend are the same day? You're supposed to be beautiful today. Normally these days are very, I mean, obviously it doesn't happen a lot, right? That the Friday and the month are on the same day. Are we going now? Yeah. Okay, we are above, yes, we are above the 4 hour. Oh, we're already rejecting. Okay, it's rejecting already. You know, I feel like even though we didn't have a trade, if I just would end the stream here, I probably would still watch it, because I'm just like, after, you know, so many hours being here and just watching it, I'm just really curious what the price action is doing. And I really don't mind that I'm not in a trade or not part of this. So I hope you guys are feeling the same way. So for me, it's also like, you know, I might as well sit it out and see how the price is doing. We learn a lot, right, as well. Here we go, we're spiking over it again, and now, yeah, there we go. It's at 3 o'clock, so we win a macro. I 471, and actually, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it creates a wick above this previous 1 hour candle. But it's going to be violent, most likely, because it's been a consolidation a lot of the times, a long time. So it's ready to make a move then, and it looks like it's going to be to the upside, but hey, 3 o'clock. It's below, again, below that level. Oh, you're nasty today, my friend. You are nasty today. You're not giving us anything. This level is crucial. We really need to be over 458 to be bullish and stay above it. Just go. Just make your run. Get it over with, my friend. Okay, it's 3:03. Important time. There we go. Come, give it to us. Go, 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 go. Give us a juicy green candle. No? Yes? Yes. No. So we're above the 458 level now, and so we're on the one. We're on the one. There we go. So I would hope it would really go over this previous one candle and just wick it a little bit, so it gets a little bit of a manipulation wick. And then we'll see if this is a rejection block or it's just going to blast up further up. Okay, so now we had a close above the 458 or not. Let me just see. 461. Yes, so we closed above it, so that's good for bullish price action. So we're going to get a mini market maker buy model. Are we not? No? It's like, I'm going to make you say it and then I'm going to make you look stupid because I'm not going to do it for you today. Yeah. It's okay, NQ. I still love you. You're always good. I still like you, NQ, even though you behave like this. Because normally you don't behave like this. It's just you have a bad day. It's so nice to not be in a trade, right? When you have this price action and just be relaxed about it. It has been different. I mean, honestly, I have been in these trades. I'm very frustrated and very annoyed at something. But anyway, look, there we go. So what is it? What do you have in the tank? How much? Are we going to back up to 70, maybe 77? Make this wick, make it wicky. We're just going to wick all the way. Okay, it's 5:05, so we still have 5 minutes for this macro. So, I mean, if it's just going to make this move, right, it has enough time, so that's why it's stalling as well. If it's just going to make a small move, it's just going to go very slow. Are we below again? Still above, right? Yeah. There we go. Now it's going. Yes. Let's go. We want to see this taken. I want a wick here. Do we have a lower time frame wicking candle that needs a wick? Let me see. There we go. There we go. On the we also have exactly under 30 minutes. It doesn't matter. Okay. That looks promising. Yeah, this level looks very promising. Not in a trade. I don't want to trade this price action, but let's see on the 15 minute. Is this a little... We have a little gap here as well at the 477.75. So yeah, that level is looks very promising, I guess. We take out liquidity here. We have a devil's mark plus a little, I do believe it's a little, I think it's, yeah, let me just double check before I'm telling something that's not true. The open is at, oh, I checked this one, 477.75, and this is the close, 477.75. No, it's not really technically a gap. It's just, it just opens and closes at the same point. But still, it's a devil's mark. Still has my attention. And because on the 1 hour, if I go back to the 1 hour, either it doesn't go above the midpoint, that's a possibility, or it goes up here and it rejects in this rejection block, and this becomes a rejection block. So 2 options. So I think we're just above the midpoint, or we are. So if we get over the midpoint, there's a high probability that we make it to the top of this and into this rejection block. So yeah, so now it's still not going, but we still have it could take it out 1 or 2 minutes after the macro as well, right? Because we want the liquidity to be taken in inside the macro. So it has to do it about now. Yeah, I did actually take liquidity, right? It took out this liquidity and this liquidity. It doesn't have to take this liquidity. I'm getting too greedy for today. Like, I cannot be greedy like, oh my god, no, this is too much for now. What are you saying? I already took liquidity. But we want you to go here and wick this little devil. Just do it. There you go. Juicy candle. There we go. Go, 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 go. Now, if I would have taken a trade on a day, I would consider this a breaker. We have the breaker activated here, this one, and then this will be the retest for me. And we're above the monthly low, and then I would market order in, and then I would take it to this. Well, in this case, I would just take it to my root candle, and if I would have micros, I would leave one runner maybe to get into this wick here to make for the devil's mark. Yeah. Oh, no, this is actually not a breaker. I would not consider this a breaker. We don't have a high. We don't have a high close above it, I think. No, it's equal. That would not... No, I would not take it. I would not take it. This would actually then be the breaker, but then there would be no retest or something. So the only trade that I would have taken is that I consider no, this one would be the breaker, but I don't. It just the only one that was really valid. Yeah, they're not. They're just not. It's the only breaker here, and you have all the. What happens with this price action, in every breaker you see there's consolidation. There's no proper retest. So this is then a mitigation block, I guess, right? Yeah, they mitigated. It's just, yeah. I don't know where I would have gotten in, to be honest, for this trade. The best trade would have been just, I guess, wood candle to wood candle for me. That would be my technical to frame it. I mean, those are, I mean, it's a well, it is valid. Okay, so now we've reached this little wick, and it could reject obviously from here. This could act as a rejection block. It's in a root candle. Is this it? Could be, or are we going higher? It is now 3:15, so the macro should be done. So yeah, we don't that means, I mean, sometimes it just still runs after 5 minutes after, but look at this liquidity now. Look at this. This is all also beautiful created liquidity. So, you know, when you see this structure, it's actually, it's really hard to, this is a beautiful, you have your, you know, when you set the 5-minute CISD, it actually was the confirmation, right? But you just have to sit through all that wicking and stuff like that. But this entry would be, you know, you've got your inversion here, retest, boom, and you just stay, you stick into it, because it's always the same structure. You know, you have the liquidity, you have the, yeah, I probably would have gotten out here or in this fair value gap anyway. But yeah, look, we're just going up. I wonder if we really are going down to that level. It might be one, you know, at the end of market. Is there earnings today as well? I have no idea, to be honest, if there's any big companies giving earnings. I think it's all done, right? Because Nvidia was this week and stuff like that. Earnings today. You know, if it's just going to wick down, I mean, it could go wick first up and then go down. You don't want to be in that. There's earnings, but nothing significant, not really one of those biggies. Could be wrong. Let's see if we can manage to get over this candle and get over the devil's mark and into this nice, beautiful wiki 483. We have a little gap here, do we? Yes, we do. 484-ish, yeah. Well, it looks like it is going to do that, right? We want to see a wick created above this devil's mark into this rejection block. Now, technically, we can consider the whole time 15 to, I mean, according to ICT, if I understand correctly. He mentioned that 3:15 to 4:45 is a macro on its own. And I think actually until 4 it can be, it just goes wild, right? You have those wicks and just sometimes it just goes back and forth and just takes out liquidity. So technically now we're in a full-time macro. It's macro time. Now we're almost there. Wow, you know, this whole move is just a manipulation move for the next week to get back into the zone, get liquidity. See, this is just rejected right at the middle of this 4 hour. So it looks like we're just going up from here. Because you know, if you look at the 4 hour, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearish candles. But then again, we could also just go further down because we still have some time to go into this 4 hour. But yeah. I think if we have created the wick above the 1 hour, I think, was it the 1 hour? Yeah. We are above it now. I think I'm going to leave it at this because you know there's not I'm not going to anticipate anymore. It's 3:21. I think if there's going to be a move down, it's going to be very violent. It's going to be probably in the market on close algo. So it could either spike down very fast or go spike up into this 15-minute. There's a 15-minute fair value gap. It's really not worth the risk anymore. Or we could just grind up further. But because we did hit a rejection block on the 4 hour, right? So no trades for me, but also I'm just like, it's Friday, and I think it's been a pleasant week though. I really enjoyed this week. It was a nice week. Oh, there we go. Look, we created the wick now, and we're in this wick, so this could be the rejection block, but then again, you know, So next week we have bank holiday, but then also NFP week. When we have a shorter week plus NFP, it could be a little bit, we can expect some, I want to say challenging, but maybe not. I mean, we'll see. Let's just see. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do a Monday London stream, but then again, Monday could still give some opportunities, but otherwise I will see you, I guess, next Tuesday. And Daniel, I wish you good luck with the bicycling tomorrow. I mean, something nice to look forward to, right? Not being sporty and stuff like that. So my throat is also getting a little bit, it's getting harder to talk because I still have this little cold. So for some reason I just start coughing now, and I'm like, okay, I just need to stop talking. So I guess when I stop talking, I mean, or maybe you guys want that. It's better that, oh my God, you've been talking so much. But yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I want to thank you for being here and supporting me in this first 2 weeks. So now I think it's 2 weeks now that I'm started this channel. And yeah, I'm learning a lot, and I need to improve some things. But then again, it's so much fun to do it. And I'm enjoying every minute of it, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not really sick. It's just sort of like, you know, when it's just sort of like every time you feel this scraping stuff. I felt a little bit tired, like was it yesterday or the day before? I fell asleep straight away when I finished the stream. But I'm not sick. I just feel a little bit like, oh, I could become sick if I don't take care of it. But yeah, and then I'll see you back next week, and then hopefully we can have some nice trades together, and yeah, just continue where we left off. So did you manage to get some back of your loss, or were you worked out in a loss as well? But I guess this was your first bad trade, right, of the week. I mean, if you did really well the rest of the week, if I'm correct. I would be really a little bit. I'm too tired now to really set and to make a good trade, but I will be a little bit upset if now it makes the move to the downside. But anyway, we'll see. Okay. Wish you a nice weekend, nice cycling tour, and we'll chat again in the beginning of the week. Ciao, ciao.